Hey, uh, welcome back to the vlog, guys. It's your pal, Jetties 40 here. Uh, I need your guys' help with a little bit of something. I'm curious as to how you guys like to spend the fall season. What do you usually do? Do you, like, go to an apple orchard? Do you, you know, rake leaves into a pile and jump into them? Do you explore, like, haunted houses around Halloween? Because, it is that time of year, Halloween, dressed up as your favorite character from like a movie or a comic book or, just something scary. I don't know what I'm gonna do this year. Having my own place, it's all new to me. I might put candy out. I might go get a pumpkin for Halloween. But I really don't want to spend the money if no kids are going to come to my door. Because, don't get me wrong, I do like Halloween and I do like giving out candy to little kids who are dressed up in costumes, ready with a bag or a pillowcase. But I live in an area where there aren't a lot of little kids. I mean, it's people who are older, like college kids. So it might not be like, I'm not going to spend the money if I know I'm not going to have anybody here. Because I don't eat a lot of candy anyways. So let's say there isn't anybody here. I'm not going to have like 4 bags of candy, and eat that. Because I just don't. I might have a Snickers here and there or a Three Musketeers. But, I don't know. I'll think about it. What I do want to do this year is I want to explore haunted houses. Like, bring the camera. Maybe get some footage for you guys. Because I'm all about the paranormal. I think there is something out there that isn't to be explained. And I do believe in the afterlife, like restless spirits. They do, not more so less like demonic presences, but spirits that were, tormented, like where they lived, and they can't find peace, or they can't rest in peace, as so is said, like, so I might do that. If I do, I kind of want to get a bunch of people together, because I don't scare too easily, so I want to find people that really are interested in the paranormal and think the same way I do. Because if I get 4 or 5 people that don't believe in it, or think it's all, we're not going to find anything, this is just a waste of time. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, can't we go back and, maybe go to a club or something? It's like, well, me, it's what I want to do. So, I mean, if there's one night, like a Saturday night, where I do go by myself, that's fine. I'll have a camera, film pretty much everything that I see. So, if you guys have anything in mind of where that there's something that's, abandoned, let me know, and I will strongly consider it. If I have to drive a couple hours to find it, it'll be worth it, Get some footage for you guys. besides the daily vlogs, obviously, because at some point you guys were thinking, well, he's doing daily vlogs, this is kind of boring. Well, you know what? It's my channel. I do what I want. So, yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot, like at work, today, over the weekend. And I've asked a couple people at work if they're interested. Didn't get a response. So that to me thinks it's whatever. I have other friends, family, cousins. A couple of my cousins might be interested. So, you give what you get, I guess. It's always worth a shot, right? You don't know till you don't ask, right? That's what they say, right? Anyway, just wanted to get this vlog out to you guys. It's actually a crazy day at work, and you always have that one person, maybe a couple people where you work, where they just do the weirdest shit, say the weirdest shit, or just say something that's just out of the ordinary. Like, you don't think they would say it, but then they do, and it's like, whoa, maybe I shouldn't have expected that. Well, I have two people who do that, and I don't know if I should mention them in this vlog, but if they watch this, if they happen to catch this, you guys know who you are, you funny sons of bitches. But yeah, it's always that one thing where, like up here, you think they're gonna do it, you think they're gonna act a certain way, but they don't. And then when you think they're not, they do. So it's one of those things where you always have to think you know them, but then you don't. So it's kind of like, okay, well, if they act that way, but then they act this way, it's like, I know you, but I don't. Like, yeah, it's just really odd to me that they don't necessarily change up who they are, but to reference the game of poker, they don't show you their hand. And so it's not like they keep something hidden from you, but they keep you guessing. And that's one thing I do like about people. It's like, you can have you can know somebody for 10, 12 years, and you think you got them down to a science, and then they just pull a 180 on you. But then you have those people that you know for maybe a few months at work, and you get them figured out, and they just keep, it's like a broken record. They just keep doing the same stuff, and there's really no changing a person no matter what you do. So it's like, how can I get them to, like, it's not necessarily changing them into who you want them to be, because you can't change a person. Like, if you're in a relationship and your boyfriend tries to change you, or your girlfriend tries to change you, it's like, it's not gonna happen. You can't expect someone to change. They are who they are, and if you can't respect them for that, then maybe it's you that has to change. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it seems like a vicious circle to me. It's just, you get what you get, and you gotta, you get what you get, and that's that. So I know I'm rambling on here, guys. So the purpose of this vlog is I want to know down in the comments what you guys usually do the month of October, because I know there's a lot going on. Like, you know, apple orchards are open, so you can, you know, pick apples, get apple cider donuts, which are like my shit. Like, I don't think I've ever gone the season of autumn or fall, as I've come to know it, without buying apple cider or eating cider donuts. Like, those are my two favorite things: apple cider and cider donuts. I don't know, it's just always something that I've enjoyed. And I do remember back when I was a little kid, my grandfather would be raking leaves in the backyard, and for whatever reason, I got a thrill out of jumping in the piles. And I can always remember he would always get pissed off because they would, you know, obviously they would fly everywhere, and he would just have to rake them back up again. He goes, "I just spent so long raking the leaves, now you guys have to jump in them." And it's like, you know, I was maybe 7 or 8 at the time, so I didn't know any better. I just thought, you know, it's fun. So that's another thing that I like this time of year, when the leaves change into the, you know, the browns and the yellows and the oranges. It's really something to see, especially up north. It's really beautiful. I don't know if there's any other area around here where the foliage is really something to take in. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever, you know, traveled and just drove around and looked at it. It's just, you gotta do it at least once. You know, that's all I gotta tell you right now. Just get in if you're old enough to drive, obviously, you know, get in the car, take a drive. Or if you're not, ask your parents. It's like, hey, let's go for a car ride. Look at the leaves changing. It's really something. So I guess I got some thinking to do. Hopefully you guys can, you know, give me a helping hand. I would much appreciate it. Down in the comments below, let me know. Let me know what your favorite pastimes are for the fall, and maybe what you're planning on dressing up for Halloween. I don't know if I'm going to. I haven't really the last few years, but there's always a time where I think about it. It's like, should I? Shouldn't I? Again, back to what I said a little bit ago. It's just, I'm not gonna do it if there's no reason to. It's like, don't get me wrong, I do like scary little kids. I don't. I'm not gonna say I get a thrill out of it, but it's Halloween. Like, practical jokes and pranks come second nature on that night, don't they? So I want you guys to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Remember to turn on my post notifications so you never miss a video. Subscribe for more content, as always. Remember to always go all out, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Remember to stay active on my Facebook and my Twitter. The links will be right down here in the description. And thank you again.